Luka's going to get his. Luka's, make no mistake about it, Luka's going to get his. I'm saying I don't give a damn if he does. It makes no difference to me. You make the assumption that a superstar of his caliber, because he is one, you make the assumption that they're going to get theirs. You can only hope to contain them. You ain't going to stop them. You can only hope to contain them, okay? The question is that going to be enough? And the answer is no, because Luka by himself ain't going to get it done. We got to keep our eyes on Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, Max Kleber, Jalen Brunson, and these brothers. We got to keep our eyes on them because it's going to come down to them. Luka can average over 30, and he probably will. It ain't going to be enough in this series. Oh, no.
You said Max Kleber?
No. I'm just talking about guys that have had moments where, or Bertans, for example, when he hit 5 threes in like game 4, I believe. Stuff like that. I'm just saying. Guys will have their moments. The point is, it don't matter because at the end of the day, Luka's going to be the only one, as far as I'm concerned, that you have to consistently watch out for. We got to talk about, instead of talking about what the Warriors got to deal with him, what about what Dallas got to deal with the Warriors?
Okay, right.
We got Steph. We got Clay. You got, obviously Jordan Poole. Wiggins is no scrub. I mean, he took a hiatus after making the All-Star game, but then after that, he came alive later on, okay? You got to take him into consideration. I'm a fan of Kuminga. I think this brother has tremendous potential in the future. Draymond Green is an all-world defender. You're absolutely right about that, Bev. We know what he could bring to the table defensively. But offensively, their movement, JJ, you should appreciate this better than anybody. The movement without the basketball, the spacing, the unselfishness. I mean, when you look at how they move the basketball, like amoebas for crying out loud, Dallas got to be worried about that. I don't give a damn about the 30 Luka's going to average. What about the rest of them? And how the hell are you going to stop him? And by the way, who is Luka going to stop?
Guard.
Who's he going to guard? Who's that? What's the answer to that question?
A great
question. I ain't worried about Luka.
Actually, I wanted to sort of touch on that point with Pat here because, I've been out of the league for a year. He's still in the league. And I just wanted to get your sort of thoughts on the challenges of guarding that system. I heard you say system. Guarding that system with all of the cutting and all of the movement. What does Dallas have to do to actually be good guarding that system?
Go to sleep at night. and go to sleep, like good deep sleep, because all your energy is going to be wasted on the defensive end. And that ain't even starting offense yet. Just the how fast Draymond Green gets the ball and reverses it to the other side is something that I haven't heard people even talk about enough. I think he's one of the top 5 playmakers in this league. Them guarding back cuts, them chasing screens, that's going to take away all the legs that they have offensively too. So just watch out for the Warriors, man. I know we didn't talk about them in the beginning of the year because of injuries, but they're here now. And they're here, and I don't think they're going nowhere. So it is what it is with that.
Let me add this to you guys. There is a concern, regardless of how much I just bloviated about the Golden State Warriors. Steph is shooting 32% from three-point range in the last series. Klay Thompson's at about 36%. Jordan Poole was at 31%. Now, granted, they shot that percentage, but they had enough open shots that they missed. And I'm anticipating they won't miss that. I will say this, though, out of nothing but respect for the Dallas Mavericks, especially after they proved me to be a liar with their Game 7 performance, because I never saw that coming. At the end of the day, Golden State has to make those shots for us to be right about our prediction. They can't have open shots, and they're missing open shots the way they were. Not that every old shot was open against Memphis, because that was not the case. A lot of them were contested. But some of them were open shots that they normally make, and they were missing. That can't happen in this series against Dallas. I'll give Dallas that much respect. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.